Hey, welcome back. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce, and I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist. Kenneth Guzman, our board operator.
Hello!
And the music from T. Stevens over in Bakersfield, Lions named Leo. Thank you, T. And Aaron Goldstein, co-host, Goldstein Digital. Who's our next guest?
Our next guest is Harry Engel, and you are involved with Dr. Suzanne Frye, AV Spinal, right?
Very involved.
And
Very
Pronto
deeply
Global.
involved.
Pronto Global.
Pronto Global. Are we allowed to talk about that?
We are. In fact, Pronto, in conjunction with some other people, has a big event coming up.
Oh, this is a serious event.
This is like the coolest thing that's ever happened in the Antelope Valley.
It's actually one of the coolest things that's ever happened in the world. Believe it or not. We, a good friend of ours, Dr. Rick Garrison, a medical doctor here in town, has a clinic on Avenue N. Rick came home one day and got excited about helping out the homeless. And what we know about Rick is when Rick wants to do something, Rick does it. And he just goes all out. And that's a great thing about him. It's a great characteristic.
Yeah.
Rick said, I want to raise some money for the homeless. I want to raise 50 grand. You want to help me? I said, okay. Because that's kind of how we do it in the Pronto rules, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We never say no. Whoops. Rarely say no.
There you go. So we started talking about how to raise 50,000. He was talking about doing a black tie dinner, and I'm going, no.
Yeah.
I don't do black tie dinners. I don't do rubber chicken. I'll give you the money, but do I have to go? I said, Rick, let's do something more fun.
Something fun.
Interesting.
Besides eating.
Besides eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Rick put together a really powerful board of directors for this event. I mean, some just really solid people. Rob Paris, who is just one of the nicest gentlemen that you'd ever come across, and really a powerful human being. We've got Dr. Krishna, who also is just a really lovely physician and has done a lot for our community. Dr. Setu Madhavan, been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He brought in, enrolled or got excited, the CEO of Palmdale Hospital, Dick Allen, and who else is in there? You started to build this team up, and now we've grown. We've got a board of about 12 people.
Good. That's a lot of organization.
Well, keeping those people in line is a lot of work. People like Jay Duke, and we've got Steve Baker from Grace Resources,
right. And Grace is going to be one of the benefactors of
Grace
the
is
funds?
a benefactor, yeah, and Carol Crabtree from Valley Oasis.
Right.
Yeah, wow, those women over there do great work. I had the opportunity to go over there, and when I met with them, I was impressed with the quality of people there.
We've had Carol on the show.
Yeah, she's
amazing.
really
amazing
nice.
story.
So we have a friend, Bill Bentz. You know
Yes.
Bill.
Yep.
Bill happens to be a magician, lives here in Lancaster, also happens to be a member of the Magic Castle. He's good enough at magic that he does magic at the Magic Castle, which means he's good.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
I said, Bill, I don't want to do rubber chicken. Let's do something. Can you help me out? Got any ideas? He goes, yeah, let's do a magic show. I said, I was hoping you'd say that.
And nobody's really tapped Bill before. It's like, hey, can we have a magic show again this month?
Well, what makes Bill interesting, and I think what makes him part of our circle, is that Bill's one of those guys that's 100% all in. Bill decided he wanted to get healthy and run marathons and do triathlons, and now he's got more medals on his wall, than Mark Spitz did, or even the most recent swimmer.
More than my wife?
Oh, well, I don't know about your wife.
Yeah.
She's special.
She's got a lot of medals.
Yeah, I don't know, though.
But this is a guy that lives in the Antelope Valley.
He lives in the Antelope Valley, and he goes all out.
Yeah.
And so Bill said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring you some magicians. And he went out, and he tapped into the Magic Circle crowd, and he pulled out the cream of the crop magicians. These guys are Magician of the Year, just one award after the other. Some of these guys have TV shows in Japan and France and are seen on TV all the time. You'll see these guys in Vegas. We've got close to a dozen magicians coming in for an event called Magic at the MOA. And we've scheduled the MOA. We've blocked a night out there. We're taking it over entirely from top to bottom. We're going to have 5 stages going on simultaneously.
Wow.
with 2 magicians assigned to each stage every hour. And it's going to be wild. It's almost going to be impossible to see every magician. There's just that much going on. And then we brought in Mitch Frieder, who, as you well know, owned Downtown Bistro Cakes and Company, which was an LA Times top 5 restaurant for many years in a row. I mean, to be that number 5 in LA, or in the top 5 in LA, that's a big deal. You know, his restaurant in San Francisco, their goal was to be number 1. They failed. They were number 2 in San Francisco. Right, Mitch is no slouch, right?
Yeah.
So Mitch is coming in and he's going to coordinate the food. So the food's going to be exceptional. We've got a whole special bartending crew, and I really can't tell you more than that.
You know,
about it, but
before you get people too excited, there's only 200 seats.
there's only 200 tickets available to
Yeah.
this thing. Yeah, it's and the magicians. I gotta get more excited about it. You know, you ought to check out. You know, if you got a pencil, write down. Actually, you can go to our Facebook page, Magic at the MOA. And you'll see videos of some of these guys. I mean, Rob Zabrecki, wow, he's an amazing magician. Matt Marcy just signed on. Matt, we were lucky to get him. The only reason we got him was he had some bad luck. Somebody canceled an event, and he was available for us.
Wow.
We've got a couple other magicians that are not on our list that said we're coming, but we just can't promise you until our agent says we can promise you. So
Wow.
that's probably January 5th or 10th we'll be
Yeah.
able to announce their names. So we've got just a handful of these just wonderful
The
magicians.
date again is?
It's February 3rd.
Yeah.
It's at the MOA. It starts at 6 o'clock in the evening. Tickets are cheap. They're $250 a head, $500 a couple, and there's only 200 of them available. And they'll go quickly. And when I talked to Bill about this event, I said, Bill, has this ever happened? Have you ever had this caliber of magicians together for a show like this? He said, Harry, this never happens. You never see this at the Magic Castle at one time. You don't
Yeah.
see this number of
No.
high-end magicians all together. And you might see it at a, like a magic convention, but it's a different environment. This is a show where you're going to get intimate. And because there's 5 stages and it's only a limited number of tickets, you're going to be up close and personal with these guys.
Wow.
And I hate to tell you this, but there's a bar in every room. So between shows, you might be having a drink with one of these guys,
Yeah.
which would be very cool.
Well, I don't drink, so.
Well, you could drink soda.
Less time in
were
line.
you thinking alcohol? I was talking about beverages.
I said, I'm going to ask the guy, can you just make a soda appear in my hand and then I won't have to go stand in line?
Yeah, that works
I can
too.
ask.
You could ask. You know what, Chris?
I don't wanna be
I'm
on
gonna
stage.
I'm going to tell Bill
Yeah.
that you're on stage for that.
Yeah.
Chris wants the magical soda.
You'll be on stage and you'll be the attraction and you won't like it. No heckling. So it's an amazing show, and you got to have that kind of price because it's a fundraiser.
Well, look, the reality is Rick wanted to raise $50,000, and I said, Rick, that's not a big enough number for you.
Yeah, because
You know.
he's tapping his list.
Well, he's certainly, and he's done an amazing job. I can't tell you how much money he's raised personally right now, and we haven't sold any tickets yet. This is just hitting up people to sponsor the event. I can tell you that there are 5 zeros attached to it.
You told me
for
how
the
much,
group.
and I
Yeah.
know it's not always good to mention numbers, but
Yeah, but we've raised a lot of
Yep.
money, and we're going to raise a lot more. And when I met with Carol at Valley Oasis, they got hit hard. The federal squabbling that went on this year and last year cut their budget substantially. There are women that they can't house anymore, and the Valley Oasis's primary original mission was to give women who are being abused. They're getting the crap beat out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe their kids are getting beat up. They've got to escape with their kids. Maybe they're not getting beat up, but their kids are getting beat up, or whatever the situation is. They need to go. They need someplace safe. They need someplace where their spousal unit can't come in and
doesn't know where they are. Can't
right,
find
all
them.
that stuff.
Yep.
And that's what they do. And they don't, they didn't get the funding that they needed this year to be able to help the number of women they have coming in. So this, for me, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's,
Community.
Yeah. And the money actually stays here.
Yeah, we need it.
So it's exciting. And Grace Resources does a phenomenal job too, It's freezing outside. And
It is.
There's 7,000 homeless people up here, Chris.
I saw those bicycles in your truck today.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Helping the homeless with those.
You got bikes, working bicycles
Working
in your
bicycles.
garage, and people are trying to get around, and quite often they leave their bike somewhere and it gets stolen.
Crazy, isn't
It's
it?
the only thing they have in life is that bike, so, you're helping on a case-by-case basis.
So, Chris, it's a great start for us in the new year.
Yeah.
It's a good project for us to start on, and I appreciate your support on it. And if you'd like to spread the word about buying tickets outside of this radio show, you can go to facebook.com/magic@the-MOA. And tickets, the little link, you can click to a PayPal to buy a ticket or two.
Have you started selling tickets? I mean, have they gone on sale yet?
We sold one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're selling the sizzle right now.
I am selling the sizzle right now, and it's going to be a gorgeous event. It really is. And the tickets will sell out quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations. Neat idea.
Fun, huh?
Never been tried. Why not the Antelope Valley? You know, and probably some of these magicians, they just have to get in a car and drive an hour, 45 minutes. This is a great location.
Yeah, listen, the fact that Bill was able to get some of these magicians to come and, you know, to
It's
do
not
this.
the distance, is it? It's like,
Oh
it's
my
the yes
gosh.
or the no and who's asking.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to hire these magicians, you might be pushing $100,000 in talent fees.
Well, let me know if you need some pretty flowers to welcome them and let them know how important they are to us.
I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you.
Harry Engel, the event is Magic at the MOA, February 3rd, which must be is that a Friday or
It is a
Saturday?
Friday
It's a
evening.
Friday evening.
Yeah.
Put it on your calendar.